Hello, I want to share something with you today that I think is absolutely crazy. Okay. And it comes up every single time this happens. Okay. Every time the market gets volatile, every time the market goes down, I always hear things like this. So just recently heard somebody say, hey, uh, in my TSP, okay, so I just backed my TSP down to 5% because you know what? I was losing everything I was putting in. So I figured why put more in when I'm just going to lose it? So I backed it down to 5% until things stabilize or things get better in the market. And I want to say no, wrong, don't do it, don't ever do it, stop doing what you're doing, put your fingers down, stop typing, and think for a second, okay? So I'm just going to share a little bit of my experience here. And this is going through a couple different recessions. So early 2000s, 2008, COVID, okay? Every time I do go through it, you have people, I've been through it, you have people saying, oh, I just can't do it anymore. I can't handle anymore. I'm just moving out, going to the G fund. Don't do it. Every time somebody tells me that, every time somebody does it, it is the wrong time to do it. All right? So there's two things. If you do that, there's two things you need to do correctly, okay? And a lot of people don't think about that when they do it. The first is, I wouldn't call it easy, but the first is getting out of the market at the right time. All right? And right now we're down, I don't know what we're down right now, 25% or so from the peak, which isn't fun. It sucks, to be honest. But it happens. If you invest in stocks, it is going to happen. Okay. So we're down around 25% now. So is now the time to get out? I would say no. Not unless we're going down another 25%. But do we know that? No, we don't. So let's say you get out at the right time. You got out at the right time and your TSP is sitting in the G fund. Now comes maybe a more important question of when do you get back in? So you got out at the right time. Great job. When do you get back in? Anybody got an answer for me? Because that's tough. And the problem with this is the experts can't do it right. They don't. An analyst that I know, way smarter than me when it comes to stocks, technical analysis. In 2020, market went down 35%. And I talked to him around that time and asked him if he's investing money at that time. Nope, not doing it. It's going down 50. Going down 50. Okay. And I'm thinking, and I'm looking at people that have cash in their accounts and saying, oh, okay, we need, if you have cash on the sidelines, we need to be investing money. And knowing nothing other than, hey, we just shut the economy down. That's why the stock market's down. And anytime you look back at the history of the stock market, you're down 30%. It's usually a good time to be investing. So no, he didn't invest at that time. He stayed on the sidelines and missed an awesome recovery. In fact, I think he's still sitting in cash. So missed out on huge gains. So if professionals can't do it correctly, how is the average investor going to do it correctly? The Dalbar study. I don't know if you've seen the Dalbar study. And it talks about how people with advisors do so much better than people that invest on their own. And this is not meant to be a commercial for advisors or for myself. But the reason for that is because there's so much emotion involved when you're investing your own money. And I get it. Okay, I don't like seeing the market go down. I don't like seeing my clients' accounts go down. But I understand it. I understand that that's going to happen. I do understand how we're invested. And I know that's going to happen. Okay? And another thing just throw out there, the people that I have seen with the most money in their TSP accounts, and I've seen tons of people with $1 million to $2 million in their TSP accounts, those people, guess what they did? They invested money in stock funds, okay? It may have just been a C fund. It may have been CS&I funds, or any combination of those three. They invested their money in the stock funds and left it and didn't touch it their entire career. Okay? So that is the most common response I have gotten when I see somebody with a large TSP balance. And I don't think that's a coincidence. It is very rare I see somebody with $1 million balance and ask them what their strategy has been to get there. And they say, well, I got out of the market when this happened. I got out of the market when that happened. Only once or twice have I heard somebody, well, they were out for, a 6-month time period or something like that. Lately, I've been hearing people telling me, well, when President Trump took office, I was concerned about the stock market and I got out then. And guess what? They're actually still out of the market. They missed a great 4-year time period. So, yes, the market's down. No, definitely do not pull back on your investing. Unless you have a reason, a real need to build cash right now, do not stop investing. Keep shoving money into your TSP. And if anything, increase what you're putting in your TSP, okay? And if you're already maxing out your TSP and you have excess funds to invest, look at investing those funds in a Roth IRA, a backdoor Roth IRA, a brokerage account, something like that. But please do a little bit of research. Please try not to mess with your TSP balance right now, and don't mess with your contributions. Keep putting money in your contributions. And when I talk to people, I've been talking to people lately, they may talk about their contributions or changing contributions. And if anything, as long as they can handle the risk, we look at changing their contributions from maybe a portion going in the GNF fund to having it all go into the stock funds. Because the stock market's down, okay? Let's buy discounted dollars, all right? Let's invest now while the stock market's down. So that's just some of my thoughts as far as pulling back on your investing today, changing your TSP balance around. Almost always the right thing to do is to not mess with it. Don't make decisions based on your emotions, based on what's happened in the stock market the past week, month, 3 months, whatever it may be. Okay? Thanks.